Hi, I am Jason Hoblin. Quote, "Whence comes the impulse to proselytize? The missionary zeal seems rather an expression of some deep misgiving, some pressing feeling of insufficiency at the center. Proselytizing is more a passionate search for something not yet found than a desire to bestow upon the world something we already have. It is a search for a final and irrefutable demonstration that our absolute truth is indeed the one and only truth. The proselytizing fanatic strengthens his own faith by converting others. The creed whose legitimacy is most easily challenged is likely to develop the strongest proselytizing impulse. It is doubtful whether a movement which does not profess some preposterous and patently irrational dogma can be possessed of that zealous drive which must either win men or destroy the world. It is also plausible that those movements with the greatest inner contradiction between profession and practice, that is to say, with a strong feeling of guilt, are likely to be the most fervent in imposing their faith on others." End quote. From The True Believer by Eric Hoffer. Throughout human history, all markable change can be described as a mass movement. Regardless of the movement type, be it national, religious, or social, the ideologies of movements are interchangeable, and at their core is the fanatic, the true believer. Eric Hoffer was a self-educated layman who published his first book entitled The True Believer in 1951. The book is a skeptical analysis on the nature of mass movements and the role of the fanatic. It describes how mass movements occur, what they have in common, and their life cycle. I found this book to be a brilliant piece of literature, not only in its content on social dynamics, but the potential of anyone, even the layperson, to make history. This presentation is not to espouse the book, however, at least not directly. It's about a chart. I started reading The True Believer in August of 2002, and from its first pages there was so much information and it seemed so well structured. I took notes in the form of a bubble map, or free association balloons. As I progressed through the book, my outline grew larger and larger, and by the time I finished the book, the chart was 6 pages wide by 5 pages high. A chart this size does not lend itself to be readily used, so for years I kept the chart neatly folded away and rarely referenced. Several weeks ago, I scanned the entire chart, packaged the images, and made it available online. And now, with the advent of personalized video production, I can demonstrate my True Believer chart. So here we go. As mentioned, the entire chart was scanned and is available online. There is a zoom feature to see the content in full or in detail, and a scroll window to navigate around the chart. In my humblest of expectations, I hope this chart can be utilized in academia, either by someone doing a book review of The True Believer or by anyone with an interest in the study. I would like to disclaim this chart as a scientific source on mass movements. It should not be used as the basis for any research, nor does the chart substitute actually reading the book. At present, this chart should be classified as entertainment. I would persuade anyone to read The True Believer. It's a good read, inspirational and compelling, if not educational. In closing, I can only confess to the concepts on mass movements and social psychology as an interesting study in and of itself. But to actually see these concepts manifest themselves as a witness to the theories in practice is wholly profound. And yet, further still, to be amongst a mass movement is an experience I can only describe as enlightening. Quote, "Those who would transform a nation or the world cannot do so by breeding and captaining discontent, or by demonstrating the reasonableness and desirability of intended changes, or by coercing people into a new way of life. They must know how to kindle and fan an extravagant hope. It matters not whether it be hope of a heavenly kingdom, of heaven on earth, of plunder and untold riches, of fabulous achievement, or world domination." End quote.